Okay. What exactly is importance of time of supply for goods is that is the point from where the charging of GST is implicable or applicable for the taxable person. So immediately after exemption in the Act, they have implemented Section 12, which talks about time of supply of goods. So time is very important. Okay, it's not like what we have in direct taxation, where throughout 1 year we will earn, and throughout next year we will come. I mean, till 6 months, 7 months, we will compute and we'll pay. So earning year is known as previous year, and payment year is known as assessment year. Yes or no? We compute, we get the taxability, and when then subsequently we pay to the government. So that is given as a nomenclature of previous year and assessment year. Here it is not like that. Here every month you have to file the return. Every 1 month you have to compute the tax liability. Is this clear? समझ में आया? And that is why the which is time of supply is very important, which is also known as point of tax. Time of supply is also known as point of tax. From there, the taxability on those taxable person is imposed, is liable. Then when they are paying, of course, the payment and due date is also explained here. Next month, most of the time it is on or before 20th of the next month. Okay, this all we are going to learn, which is now we are going to use those learning which you had earlier for implication of computation of tax and payment of tax. Tax in the sense GST. Oh, but before that, let me finish one small section of IGST Act. I'm so sorry. Let us first finish the place of supply. Okay. In CGST, we have completed section 11 with exemption. There is one section, we have learned earlier that we need to learn from IGST Act, which is known as place of supply. Place of supply, we will be learning from IGST Act. So today, let us, in this week, let us finish that small part, and then later on, we will start from 12 to 30. Then directly CGST Act we will be learning. Okay. So place of supply, as you know, GST is the destination based tax. So in such syllabus, it is given time of supply first, but we'll be learning place of supply first, and then we will go for time, value. This all will be continuation, because for place of supply we need to refer IGST Act. And again for time of supply we will be referring CGST Act. So now only for one section we will be referring now IGST, and then rest all we will be taking care of CGST Act. Okay. So we'll be taking first place of supply, and then we will be going for time of supply. Time of supply, value of supply, everything. ITC, registration, all the things we are going to learn. Okay. Section 10(1). Again, please be careful. Here I am referring IGST Act, not the CGST Act. Okay, IGST Act 2017 only. Because here there might be intra or inter, any kind of things. So for that, IGST is very important. Okay. So section 10, subsection 1. Let me first explain all these sections, then only it will be easier for you to refer those sections. Is talking about place of supply of goods other than supply of goods to be imported or exported in India. So place of supply other than import and export is explained under section 10, subsection 1. So section 10, subsection 1, clause A, where the supply involves movement of goods. Section 10, subsection 1, clause B, where the goods are delivered by the supplier to a recipient or any other person on the direction of third person. Section 10, subsection 1, clause C, where the supply does not involve movement of goods at the time of delivery. Section 10, subsection 1, clause B, where the goods are assembled or installed at site. Section 10, subsection 1, clause E, where the goods are supplied on board or conveyance. Okay. Section 10, subsection 2 is talking where the supply of goods cannot be determined. Section 11 of IGST talks about supply of goods for importer and exporter. Section 12 talking about supply of services, okay, in India, and section 13 talks about supply of services outside India. Now we will be learning all these sections in detail. Kindly update once you have completed all these. Then in details, we are going to see section 10 of section 1, ABCDE. So Vaishnavi, Samida has done it. What about remaining? Kinjal is still writing. Aditi has completed prayers. Aradhya, Priya. What about other students? Try to finish as early as possible. Thank you, Kinjal. I expect others also have completed. Let us go to discussion in detail. First, we'll talk about section 10, and then we will be going to check section 11, 12, and 13. Okay. Section 10, other than import and export, very clearly mentioned here. Yes or no? 11 will talk about import and export. 12 is talking about services. Huh? So you have written in section 10, subsection 1, clause A of IGST Act. I told you from the beginning only. For this, we are referring which act? IGST Act. Here only 4 section of IGST is important. And please keep in mind, 10, 11, 12, and 13. 10, 11, 12, and 13 for place of supply. So here it is given, supply involve movement, as you have written very clearly, supply involve movements of goods, whether the supply or recipient or by any other person. Okay, which is explained under section 10, subsection 1, clause A of IGST Act. What you will consider as place of supply? Place of supply is place where movement terminates for the delivery to the recipient. Okay, what will be the place of supply? Where the movement terminates for delivery to the recipient will be considered as place of supply. Similarly, section 10, subsection 1, clause B, what you have written, goods and delivered on the direction of third person. So what will be considered as place of supply? The place of supply is principal place of the business of third person will be considered as place of supply. See, when it comes to GST, the place plays very vital role. Whether we will charge inter, intra, IGST, CGST, SGST, UTGST, yes or no? So very important. Okay. Where supply does not involve movement of goods, which is explained under section 10, subsection 1, clause C. Location of goods at the time of delivery to the recipient will be considered as place of supply. Okay. Where goods are assembled or installed at site, Section 10, subsection 1, clause D of IGST Act. Place of installation or assembly will be considered as place of supply. This all we will be going to check the questions. ये सब पे क्वेश्चंस आने वाला है, keep in mind. Okay. Good supply on board or conveyance under section 10 subsection 1 clause E of IGST Act. Location where the goods are taken on board where you have supplied will be considered as place of supply. In any of other things, cases other than section 10.1 is considered under section 10.2. Okay. Place of supply shall be determined in such manner as it may be prescribed. Will be considered as place of supply. So we'll be taking care of questions which are based on section 10.1. Then we will be going to take care of questions which will be of section 11, 12 and likewise. Okay. So let us first deal with this kind of question. Once you'll finish this, then let me know. Then we'll go for next. So Samida has completed. What about remaining students? Vaishnavi also completed. Priya also has completed. Let us wait for a few more students, then we will take it up questions. Okay, Kinjal. Aryan has also completed. Aryan, you have put your video mode off. Why so? So based on these all different subsections, section 10, subsection 1, clause, different clause, we have a question. Okay. When the movement is required, when movement is not required, when the third party direction is there, when it is installed, when it is loaded, okay, or boarded, etc. etc. So let us see first question. Movement of goods. Okay. Supplier is from Mumbai. Recipient is, sorry, supplier is also from Mumbai. Recipient is also from Mumbai. Place of delivery is Surat. Place of delivery is Surat. So what you will consider? What you will consider? Where actually goods is delivered. Nah? Recipient by the person is known as place of supply. That is why here the place of supply will be considered as Surat. And what kind of taxation will be applicable? IGST. Clear है? समझ में आया कितना important है इसका? If you will see their status, then it would have been intra-state because both recipient and supplier is in Mumbai, but actual delivery is in Surat. So that is why इसको हम लोग क्या बोलते हैं? Destination based tax भी बोलते हैं. That's why GST is also known as destination based tax. जिस destination पे जाएगा वहां chargeability आती है. Okay. As supplier is from Mumbai, of course the goods has been taken from Mumbai and it has been delivered where? At Surat. So the place of supply is Surat. And then the chargeability is IGST. Clear hai? Taken everyone? Should we go for section 10, subsection 1, clause B? Should we go for section 1, Section 10, subsection 1, clause B. It was section 10, subsection 1, clause A. देखें तो आपको समझ में आएगा। ये लिख लिया आप लोगों ने? नहीं? अच्छा, समझा देता हूं, फिर कल तुम लोग लिखना। ओके। When at the direction of third person. Okay. So this is buyer, this is supplier, this is recipient. Okay. And this is the place of delivery. तो यहाँ पे देखेंगे आपका place of delivery is not important. Place of delivery is not important as per direction of third person where it has been delivered. Actually, it is bought. It's considered as place of supply. Okay. As per the direction of third person where actually the buyer is buying. Suppose I have my branch and I'm giving the direction directly delivered to my branch. Whereas I'm having my office in Mumbai and Bhopal, but actual branch is situated in Bhopal and Surat. So then in that case, the place of supply is Bhopal and Surat, not where actually I am residing, or not actually where my SO is situated. Understood? So likewise on everything we will be doing slowly and gradually each question, and then your fundamental will be clear. And then subsequently we will be going to Excel sheet whereby we will be taking full length questions based on place of supply. So this week we are going to finish the place of supply. We'll be having 4 sessions. In all 4 sessions we are going to discuss section 10, section 11, 12 and 13, which we have make a plan today. Okay, and based on that there will be chargeability. Okay. Thank you very much. See you tomorrow